Take a slow, deep breath in. Hold it gently and let it go. In this moment, there is nothing you need to fix, nothing you need to chase, nothing you need to become. We live in a world that celebrates noise, speed, and endless wanting. But deep inside, the human heart longs for something quieter, something real. Underscore more than 2,500 years ago, the Buddha discovered a truth that still speaks clearly today. He realized that suffering does not come from life itself. It comes from misunderstanding life. Buddha did not teach escape. He taught awakening. This video is not about belief. It is about awareness. It is about seeing clearly, living gently, and freeing the mind from unnecessary suffering. As you listen, allow the words to move slowly. Let the silence between sentences breathe. These teachings are not meant to be rushed. Here are 9 timeless Buddhist teachings that can change the way you experience your life. We'll explore each with stories from the Buddhist time to make the wisdom feel alive and close. Buddha's first teaching was honest and direct. Life includes suffering. This does not mean life is cruel. It means life is human. Suffering appears as stress, disappointment, fear, loss, and uncertainty. It shows up when plans fail, when relationships change, when bodies age, and when expectations collapse. Most people suffer twice. First, from the event itself. We tell ourselves, this should not be happening. But reality does not negotiate. The moment you accept that discomfort is part of life, something softens inside you. You stop fighting what already exists. Pain may still arise, but resistance fades. And with less resistance, there is more peace. Acceptance is not weakness. It is wisdom. Consider the story of Kissa Gotami, a young mother in ancient India. She lost her only child and, overwhelmed by grief, wandered the streets begging for medicine to revive him. The Buddha gently told her to fetch a mustard seed from a home untouched by death. She searched far and wide, only to find every family had known loss. In that realization, she understood suffering's universality. She buried her child and found peace in acceptance, becoming a devoted follower. This tale reminds us, suffering connects us all. Embracing it opens the door to compassion and release. Attachment to people, attachment to outcomes, attachment to identity, attachment to how things should be. Nothing in life stays the same. Youth fades, success changes, relationships evolve. Even pain eventually passes. When we cling to what is temporary, we suffer. Letting go does not mean you stop caring. You don't lose life by letting go. You gain freedom. Think of the Buddha's own journey. As Prince Siddhartha, he lived in luxury, attached to palace comforts and royal expectations. But witnessing old age, illness, and death shattered his illusions. He renounced it all, not out of despair, but to seek truth. Under the Bodhi tree, he let go of attachments, awakening to enlightenment. Or recall the parable of the raft. Once you cross a river, you don't carry the raft forever. Attachments are tools, not chains. By releasing them, like Siddhartha, we cross into freedom. Your mind speaks constantly. but not every thought is true. Buddha taught mindfulness, the ability to observe the mind without becoming it. Thoughts are like clouds. They pass, but most people chase them, believe them, and suffer because of them. You are not your fear. You are not your past. You are not the voice that criticizes you. You are the awareness watching the voice. When you observe your thoughts without judgment, they lose their control. You are not the storm. You are the sky. And the sky is always calm beneath the movement. A famous story involves a monk named Bahiya who sought the Buddha's wisdom. The Buddha said simply, "In the seen, there is only the seen. In the heard, only the heard." Bahiya practiced this, observing sensations without attachment, and attained enlightenment swiftly. Another tale. A disciple tormented by angry thoughts asked for help. The Buddha replied, "Thoughts are visitors. You are the host. Welcome them, but don't serve them tea forever." These stories show how detachment from thoughts brings clarity and power. The past exists only as memory. The future exists only as imagination. The present moment is the only place life happens. Most anxiety lives in the future. Most regret lives in the past. Buddha taught presence. When you eat, eat. When you walk, walk. When you breathe, feel it. Life does not happen tomorrow. It happens now. When the mind returns to the present, peace returns with it. Reflect on the story of the Buddha and his disciple Ananda. Ananda worried endlessly about the future of the teachings after Buddha's passing. The Buddha pointed to a flower and said, "See this fully, now." Ananda learned that true wisdom blooms in the present. He dies waiting. The Buddha taught, focus on healing now, not endless questions. Presence cuts through distraction, revealing life's true essence. Desire promises happiness, but it never stays satisfied. You achieve one goal, then want another. You buy one thing, then crave the next. This endless wanting creates exhaustion. Buddha taught contentment, not as lack of ambition, but as freedom from hunger. When you stop chasing happiness, happiness finds you. You already have enough to be at peace. In one story, a wealthy merchant approached the Buddha, complaining of unrest despite riches. The Buddha asked him to carry a heavy rock across a river, then drop it. Why carry it further? He said, desires are like that rock, burdensome when clung to. Another, King Pasenadi, obsessed with expansion, learned from the Buddha that true wealth is inner peace. After practicing moderation, he found joy in simplicity. These narratives illustrate how contentment liberates us from desire's endless cycle. Every person you meet is carrying unseen pain. When you understand this, anger softens. Compassion does not mean allowing harm. It means responding with awareness, not ego. And compassion must begin with yourself. Forgive your past. Forgive your mistakes. You did the best you could with the awareness you had. Compassion transformed you. Self-compassion shines in the story of a monk who failed repeatedly. The Buddha said, "Rise again." Compassion starts within. These examples reveal compassion's power to heal and strengthen. Silence is not empty. It is full of clarity. Buddha valued silence because truth appears there. You do not need to react to everything. You do not need to explain yourself to everyone. Sometimes silence protects your energy better than words. Peace grows in quiet spaces. A disciple once asked the Buddha about a heated debate. He remained silent, later explaining, "Words fuel fire. Silence lets it die." In another tale, the Buddha sat quietly under a tree during a storm of accusations. His silence disarmed the accusers, revealing their own unrest. Silence, as these stories show, restores inner power and invites deeper understanding. Everything changes. This truth can frighten the mind, but calm the heart. Because things change, joy becomes precious. When you accept impermanence, fear loosens. You stop trying to freeze life. You begin flowing with it. The Buddha used the metaphor of the dewdrop on a leaf. Beautiful, but fleeting. A king, grieving his kingdom's decline, learned from this. Embrace change to find freedom. Another story. Monks watching a river flow understood life's transience, releasing attachments. Impermanence, embraced, turns fear into liberation. The final teaching is simple. Peace does not come from outside. No person, possession, or achievement can give lasting peace. Peace comes from understanding the mind. When awareness replaces confusion, calm appears naturally. You are never broken. You are distracted. Return to breath. Return to presence. Return to yourself. In his final days, the Buddha lay under sal trees, teaching, "Be a lamp unto yourselves." Inner peace guided his followers. A wandering seeker found it by meditating alone, realizing external searches were illusions. Peace, these tales affirm, is an inner awakening. Take one last slow breath. Remember, you are not here to rush. You are here to awaken. If this extended teaching brought calm to your heart, like the video, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs peace today. Stay gentle. Stay present. Stay aware.